Hey guys, welcome back to the Flow Zone. My name is Wrinkle, and in this video I wanted to talk to you about imbalances in the footprint. What is it and how can we use it to make better trading decisions? So without further ado, let's dive in. Now first I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the theory of an imbalance of imbalances. So let's get to the drawing board. So what is an imbalance? As you know, on a footprint chart we can only see the aggressive selling and the aggressive buying. So on a footprint, we have a sell side, a buy side, and the price displayed on every tick. So an imbalance will be an overwhelming amount of either aggressive sellers or aggressive buyers. On my software, which is NinjaTrader, I have set it to 4 times as many buyers as sellers and vice versa. Nice arrow. So what does that mean? If we have like one aggressive buyer here and we read the price diagonally, we should have 4 sellers here. If we have 2 buyers here, we should have at least 8 sellers here. If we have 3 buyers here, we should have at least 12 sellers here, and vice versa. 1, 2, 3 would result here in 4, at least 8. So let's do 10 for the sake of the example, and at least 12. So let's turn it into 15. If we have more than 3 imbalances in a row going in the same direction, we talk about a stacked imbalance, and that is the thing we are actually looking for on a chart. This is where the magic happens. So let's scroll back a couple of days ago where I seen something happen that I wanted to point anyone's attention to that would trade with footprint charts. So let's zoom in a little bit. So in here, right in this zone, we see we have a very nice delta flip setup to the downside. If I didn't take this delta flip setup, I would have looked for another confirmation, which comes about right here. Let's follow along with the story and it will become very clear to you guys. So here we have buyers coming in, and at the same point these buyers are getting absorbed. So this means there are a lot of buy orders coming in. 1 point lower we get imbalances, sell imbalances, which means there are sellers pushing down and grabbing liquidity. Right underneath we see the same sellers coming in once again, right at the zone, this zone I previously drew. So I would be thinking that we would punch through this zone, and if we reach back into these sellers, I'll draw a line right here. You can see we have no more buying interest right here, and we move down. So this would be a confirmation for me to start shorting into this zone. Now what happened is that once we started shorting into this zone, we had a lot more selling imbalances coming in. And this is what I would call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very strong sell zone. So what do I normally do in a very strong sell zone? I would map it out just like this and give it some kind of color to see strong zone, a color that I will understand. And now we can see the power of the stacked imbalances. So we could just keep shorting here because this gives us another confirmation that the sellers are pretty strong. In this zone, we get more and more sellers coming in. And then we eventually get this pullback from the buyers. As you can see, we have another selling imbalances, sellers trying to push the price down, but buyers are taking over here. And this is where the fun happens. So now we're going to pay attention. This is where buyers are taking over again and we are going up. As you can see, we have no follow through with big imbalances anywhere. It is the overnight session. Here we have some buyers coming in and pushing the price up. Now what happens when we come back into this selling zone. This is one of the places you have to understand. This is why we mark out these strong selling zones. We have got some nice absorption right here at the top of the zone. If we follow through, we see that buyers are trying to push through, but we are pushing through on negative delta, as you can see here. When we retest this zone for a second time, you'll see buyers are pushing through, but we get no answer once more from the buyers at this zone. And this will result in, once more, a dramatic short. So if you're watching a footprint chart and you see imbalances like this occur, I'm just advising you to draw out a zone and follow where that zone will lead us, because most often the retest will be a place where sellers or buyers will buy in again and will make a strong confirmation zone to either short or long. That's about it. I thank you, and I'll see you in a new video.